Hi guys. Hope you're doing well. Welcome back to the BRUMA Ants channel. In this video we are going to learn how to build the Mercury Nest, a very cool product made by the company WaKooshi. Let's get into it. The Mercury Nest is a really cool test tube-based ant nest made by the company WaKooshi. It's the perfect choice for starting a new colony from a single queen. It's surely a big step forward if compared to a more basic test tube setup, as it also includes a little outworld and a liquid feeder. Let's see how to assemble it. The official WaKooshi instructions are available on its website. If you want, you can easily take a look by scanning the QR code you find in the Nest package. Let's open the package. First, we want to make sure to have all the components needed for building the nest. When opening the package, we can clearly see the four main parts: the test tube, the bag with the screws and the 3D printed pieces, the liquid feeder and the acrylic panels. When we're sure to have all the pieces ready, we can start with the preparation step. Prepare for assembly. Before we can start building the nest, we have to remove the protective film from both sides of each acrylic panel. This is always a satisfying process. We have to do this at the beginning of the assembly process, because once the pieces are together there's no way to remove the protective film. When all the films have been removed, we can then move to step 1. Corner fixings. The first thing we have to do is mount the white corner fixings to the acrylic panels. We have to gather 8 screws, both the panels and the white corner fixings. We want to mount the pieces at the corner of the panels, just like this. WaKooshi now includes a small tool to easily hold the fixing pieces. Simply put the corner fixing in one of the 2 holes, then hold the tool in place when inserting the screws. Now we can start tightening the screw with the included Allen key. Please note it is important not to over-tighten any screws, as this can thread the fixings or crack the acrylic panels. You can stop tightening the screw when you start noticing an additional resistance. We have to repeat the process for every corner fixings, 8 in total. When finished you will have something like this. The front and the end panel with 4 corner fixings mounted on each piece. Front panel assembly. We have to gather the front panel, the one with the square cutout, and the tube connector part. Now we want to slide the panel into place along the groove of the tube connector. Try to slide it all the way down until it sits flush at the top. It should enter with no problem. Base panel. Now we have to gather the base panel and the part that we assembled before. We have to slide the cutout into the groove, all the way to the end. When the pieces seem fit, we have to screw them together by using 2 screws and the Allen key. Just like before. When completed, we can move to the next step. Base stand. Now we have to install the stand on the base panel, just like this. Put the screws into the 2 special holes in the base panel, place the stand under the panel, and then start tightening the screws using the Allen key. At the end you will have something like this. Step 5. Rear end panel. We can now connect the end panel to the unit that we've built so far. We're going to do it by using 2 screws and the Allen key. When the end panel is properly connected to the unit, we can then move to the next step. Side panels. Now we're going to attach the side panels to the unit. Let's start with the first one. Every panel should be attached to the unit with 4 screws. When we've finished assembling the first one, we can start with the second one. With the 2 side panels attached, your nest should look like this. Top panel. In this step we're going to mount the top panel to the unit. Simply place the lid on the top of the nest and insert the remaining screws to fully seal the unit. If you want, in this step you can also tighten all the other screws, as the mounting process is almost over. Lid assembly. Now we have to gather the white 3D printed lid part and the acrylic lid panel. We're going to attach them together. To do this, simply position the 3D printed lid piece on top of the lid panel, and secure it with 2 screws. In this case you can tighten the screws right away, as the building process is almost over. We can check if the lid is properly assembled by positioning it on the top of the unit. Next step. Light shield. To build the red shield we have to gather the 2 red screens and the white fittings. To assemble it we simply have to clip the fittings into the special cutouts. Now repeat the process for every fittings. When finished, the shield should look something like this. Test tube setup. In this step we are going to make the test tube setup, the main part of the nest. If you don't know how to do that or want a more detailed tutorial, you can check out this other video. I explain everything you need to know to make the perfect test tube setup for your queen ant. When the test tube is ready, gently insert it into the special hole under the main unit. If you want, you can also insert one of these nest entrance reducers. Using one of these in the test tube can make the colony and the queen feel more comfortable and safe, as the nest entrance is a lot smaller. The nest is almost completed. Let's move to the next step. Water dispenser. To assemble the water dispenser we have to gather the small test tube and tube fitting. Once you've made the test tube setup with the small test tube, you can then connect it to the tube fitting. Then you have to attach it to the main unit, via the special hole on the end panel. Now we can place the main unit on the red light shield, by sliding it down to fit snug around the tube. That's it. Congratulations! Your Mercury nest is fully assembled. Now you can enjoy this cool nest and move a colony into it. I hope you have found this video helpful. If you like the content, make sure to give it a thumbs up. It helps a lot. And if you don't want to miss any future videos, don't forget to subscribe. If you're planning to buy some other ant nests, I would suggest you check out this video review. It's a really cool ant nest made by Ant House, another ant keeping company. See you soon in another video.